What's up, everybody? This is Dallin, Candland. Welcome back to Yield Today. I'm talking about vision, how absolutely vital it is that you have a vision for your life so you can keep moving forward when things get crazy. We're going to be talking about the why, the benefits, and the helps that you can get from other people for having that vision. So, first is the why. Without that vision, you really aren't going to be able to get very far. Every single day I wake up in the morning and I put contacts in my eyes or I put on glasses. Without either of these things, I cannot see very well. And I honestly am not going to get very far in life if I don't have good vision, like physically. And this, of course, goes along with mentally and spiritually and all these other things. It really helps to have somebody that you talk with about your vision, whether that's God, whether that's a mentor, whether that's other people. I had an academic advising appointment last week, and that was extremely helpful for helping me have a sense of vision. Like, okay, so I can graduate in a year if I don't drop the ball and if I keep moving forward. That is amazing. Having that vision really is empowering because like, okay, if I want to get to this spot, is this choice going to bring me closer or not to it? And so it really changes how you see your day-to-day decisions, because if you have that vision in mind, kind of the beginning with the end in mind thing, it really helps to not waste time and to make more deliberate choices that are going to bring you closer to being the person that you want to be. Because if you're just driving around in your car and it gets super foggy, you want to have something to focus on. You want to have light. You want to have, these different things because it is going to be foggy. But if you have an internal vision, kind of an internal GPS for your soul, that is your vision, that is your dream, it is so important and it helps you keep going. I've been trying to get more clarity with my vision, with my ideas, because without clarity, it really makes it more difficult to go after things. I mean, ambiguity can be super helpful and beneficial for you, but there's other things that I feel like you need to know what's going to happen and have a better idea of how you can expect it to go. And so my real takeaway that I wanted to share with the why is you have one life, one chance, I guess, to live on this earth. And I mean, there's the life after, of course, but you want to make the most of this life here so you can do the best in the next life as well. And so if you have that why, that reason for getting up, that reason for doing those push-ups, besides just getting those gains, there's other reasons that can help you go forward. Think of like Superman, Mr. Incredible. They had families, they had these other things. Well, Superman didn't really have a family. Well, he did, but anyway. There's just things that you get, new meaning that comes when you have a vision pushing you forward. And now let's talk a little bit more about the benefits. Kind of like what we talked about before, if you have that vision in mind already, you know what you need to do in any situation. For me, I try to envision what the next day is going to look like, the next week. I try to think about assignments coming up. And this is a big benefit to me because it makes it so I make more choices on purpose instead of things happening to me. I really am not a big fan when things just happen, like the internet's not working or something. It's not fun. It's not fun to all of a sudden just get put in the role of the person being acted upon instead of the person that's acting. You want to be the person that's acting, and having a really clear vision for yourself will definitely help you with that. So you can ask yourself when you're going through a situation or something, or you have a choice to make, you can ask, is this going with my long-term vision? One of my Sunday school teachers would say, she said, never give up what you want most for what you want at the moment. There's maybe all these different marketing pointed towards you, but that that's something that you really don't need yet, or whatever it might be. When you have that vision in mind, it can help you make those small sacrifices that are going to lead to the big rewards and the big opportunities. And so you're going to be able to keep going because you have that vision helping you learn along the way. And it really helps that this is something that you act on and becomes part of you. And you also have ways and other things that kind of add on to it. Reading books, all these different things that kind of help you with keeping it alive. Going along with that, keeping it alive, let's talk about some of the helps you can have for building a vision. There are tons of life coaches. There's so much advice out there. It is mind-boggling. But finding people that have the kind of life that you want, reaching out to those people, some of them will give you some of their time. Some of them won't. A lot of them will post on Instagram so you can learn about their life from them. You know, if there's somebody that you really like their book, chances are they have a social media presence. Maybe they don't run it themselves, but you can find out about them from that. And, you know, I've gotten some people on the podcast that I look up to, like Nick Sales, Jake Goodsell, and other people. And, you know, they are mentors and helps to me. Same thing with Willie Blake, you know. Having those people really helps you just keep moving forward and keep trying, because, you know, when you share your vision with other people, it kind of gives them a mini vision of how they see you too. And if they are really future minded and focused and growth mindseted and stuff, you know, they're going to help you keep moving forward towards that. And they're not going to let you fall behind and just like settle for less than you're capable of. So kind of like a good teammate on a track team or in any team, they've seen you perform well and they know what you're capable of. And so they'll help you keep going. Number two, just the cool little analogy that I thought about with this is those mentors can give you like these binoculars that help you like see farther ahead. So you're like, okay, that is what I'm capable of. That is what I can do. And for me, God has been one of my biggest mentors in life. Just so many times he's reached out to me through other people and has helped me know, like, Dallin, if you just keep going, all of this is going to work out. All of this is going to be okay. You're going to learn so much, and you just have to keep going and doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's often the answer. Remember all of the wonderful things that you've done and just keep on doing those things and keep on working on those strengths and helping those improve, and then also working on your weaknesses, because there's a lot of victories ahead, you know, for you of all kinds. And so you just have to keep going forward. And so many times I need those binoculars because I can only see so far ahead for my life, but God, he can see the entire picture. There's no part of it that is blurred or that is obscured that cannot be read and cannot be understood perfectly by him. And mentors, to some degree, you know, they have gotten some of the life knowledge that you are seeking through experience. And so they can help you keep going and keep inspiring you and help you inspire yourself. You can be your own mentor as well. And this is something I've really tried to do more by asking myself more specific questions, you know, about how each day went, what could I have done better? What, you know, how did these things go? And when you're honest with yourself, you are kind of in a way coaching yourself, and that is super beneficial. So I hope this episode was helpful for you in some way, helping you establish that more long-term vision for your life. And again, those 3 little tips were coming up with that why, and why the why is important, and why you need to have a vision. Some of the benefits for having a vision, how it applies to your daily life, and some of the people that can help you keep moving forward in your life and keep learning and developing that vision. Because that's another wonderful thing. Unlike our physical vision that can't really grow a ton, although they said if you ate a lot of carrots, it'd get better, which isn't really true, I guess. And I mean, taking care of your eyes is good too. You can improve your mental vision and all this other vision, you know, you can improve that and stretch your capacity beyond the standard of where you thought you could be before. It comes from pushing yourself and learning from the example of other people and just doing everything you can do to do the best you can. That's about it. Thank you so much for listening. And don't forget to follow the podcast for more episodes coming every single week. And next week we'll have an interview and it will be a lot of fun. I hope this episode was helpful for you. And thank you for listening. And don't forget to yield today. It'll be a better tomorrow.